Okay, this is not a gaming video, obviously. Um, how do you start something like this? So, I'm someone who isn't always the best mentally, and I have an issue with expressing my emotions to other people. So I feel like the best way for me to keep track of this and try to improve myself is to just make a video. I'm by myself, so it's basically just me talking to me. Um, I plan to do this like once a month, where it just kind of like keep track of my progress and to just express um, how I'm feeling and the steps I need to take and the goals I need to set to do and get better. I'm someone who is just, I think, for about, how am I, 22? For 9 years now, I've been like dealing and struggling with my depression. Um, I don't really like to open up to people because I guess you could say I have trust issues to where I feel like people are gonna use my emotions against me or how I'm feeling against me. You never know, like you'll be in an argument with someone and they'll turn around, well, that's why this da 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 third. It's like, but I told you that in confidence. I've had that experience. So the fact that I just don't really feel like telling people my emotions does anything. Um, I've been depressed since I was 13. Sometimes on and off. Sometimes I'll just be fine. I'll just be chilling. But I'm also very antisocial, believe it or not. I don't really like going outside. And if I could, I would just sit here and play video games and shit all day. I do have people in my life who are supportive and who I know are always there for me. Like, my girlfriend Tamia. She's really, really always there. Always ready to listen. And I know I struggle also with communicating to other people, and I'm not very adventurous. I kind of just in my shell with my friends, and even I also have Raheem and Cece and other people who I can talk to, but it's just I can't do it. Like I've tried. I'm still trying actively, and it's something that I hope to really get over that hump. Um, I don't deal with my emotions very well. Typically, I just bottle whatever it is in, just kind of like hold it in, and then it's just like it builds on me, and sometimes I crash. I also seem to, as a result of my depression. I don't know. It's not, again. This is kind of like self-diagnosed, I guess, or I mean, other people have told me I have trouble sleeping at night. At one point I was working on it, but like the issue, I would go to bed maybe like 6 in the morning, 4 or 5 in the morning, and wake up and just be exhausted, like done for the day, like low energy, low frequency, just yeah. It's something I still do. I was working on it at one point, and um, the problem with that was I'd go to bed, let's say 8 o'clock. I'm waking up at 12, and I'm up for the night. Or I'll go to bed 10 o'clock. I'll wake up 2, and et cetera, et cetera. I just wasn't getting. I wasn't allowing myself somehow, I guess, to just sleep. Like it just doesn't work. I think last night it all came to a head up until yesterday. I had an interview for a job, and I was just out of it. Like even the lady was like, "You seem tired." I'm like, "I am tired." Like, um, and before that, I went to work on a day I wasn't supposed to go to work. I just showed up, and they're like, "You're not supposed to be here." stuff like that. Like I also find myself forgetting things, forgetting important things, and I've been told, I've been reading up on myself. I'm told that it's a due to lack of sleep. Like I'm not really functioning the way I'm supposed to. So those are just some of the issues that like I'm hoping that posting these videos will help me make that progress and set those goals and make that leap. I plan on posting one of these like once a month. At the end of the day, I don't really mind posting my feelings on here because I really don't know a lot of y'all, and I don't really care how other people would think of me for expressing myself. Um, so I have a lot of issues, but we're gonna start with, I want to say, I gotta stop doubting myself. I tend to really just like sit here and overthink things to the point where it just piles on me. I have a tendency to like when things go wrong, I really just I gotta start having more of a positive mindset. I'm very, very negative, like to the point where I'm the type of person is like, you can't disappoint me, or the way I feel, you can't disappoint me if I expected nothing from you. That's kind of like one of my defense mechanism thingies, as so used to being disappointed by people and other things that it just got to a point where I was just like, fuck it, if I don't expect anything from you, then when you do eventually disappoint, like, or do what I expect you to do, or don't, whatever, it's like I'm not sad, I'm not like upset. So I gotta start working on my mindset, because as to me it's gonna be a very repetitive part of this video, because he's always trying to uplift me. The negative mindset translates to how things actually play out. Like the more negative you are, your mindset has a tendency to impact how things develop and how things go. So I'll apply for a job, or I'll start streaming, and then I'll be like, well, no one's gonna watch, or no one really supports, so I really don't feel like doing this anymore, or I kind of just don't want to do this because people who I support all the time don't support me. And it's a mindset that like I'm trying to be more positive, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. The reason I'm not more consistent with uploads and with streaming is because I just doubt myself. Like I don't think this is. I'm very passionate about video games and video game culture, but it's like once I see, like, sometimes it's hard when I see like people I support all the time, and they are like, I'll DM them like, hey, can you share this video or whatever, or even people who like I fuck with, and they just, it's like I know no one is no one is forced, like I can't force anyone to support me, and no one has to support me, but sometimes it just hits different, and I get in my own way. And I'm sorry if I'm rambling, but it's just me getting it off my chest, just I guess how I'm feeling. For me, I really gotta start being more positive. I gotta start being nicer to people, because in my interactions, I don't like interacting with people to the point where sometimes I'm a dick. I mean, sometimes I'll find myself being a dick, or sometimes even my interactions with, Tamia or other people, I find myself like, yo, bro, that was OD. Like, I gotta work on going outside more, or touching grass, as Nick calls it. Because, I mean, my only real hobbies besides gaming is reading or going to the movies. Or I gotta start going out more. I gotta start working on getting my shit together. I'm so stuck in this mindset like nothing's gonna go right, that I'm not moving forward, and I can't I can't stay stagnant. I have goals. I have a future with people, or sorry, not people, with someone who is very important to me. But sometimes I have trouble getting out of my own way or expressing how much that person means to me, or because I'm not someone who has. My mother is always, she's always been tried in her own way, I guess, but it just doesn't translate, I guess, for me. Um, my depression kind of stems from a lot of things, like my grandfather was um, I would say my grandpa was like my closest friend. Like, he always I was always with my grandpa. I love my grandpa. And then he kind of passed, I think, just before I was supposed to graduate, middle school. And I never really got over it. I still haven't kind of gotten past it. It just, again, one of those things that I bottle in and it stays bottled in. Like, I've never really expressed completely how I felt about that. And so throughout high school, I'm just like pushing my feelings to the side on shit and just moving on. Like, fuck it. Like, fuck, I need to have these feelings for. And that's another thing. I have a tendency to be cold when interacting with other people because I feel like when you express your feelings to people, sometimes they just take advantage of you. And if it's one thing I never want to happen, is I never want to be taken advantage of. And it's weird. I'm rambling to myself, but to you guys, if you're watching, um, I just have a tendency to close my feelings off, like, from the world. Um, so I just, I know I'm kind of rambling still, but like this is all new to me, and I kind of just want to start this where, I just express how I'm feeling just once a month. Just express really how I'm feeling and how I'm sorry, the chair keeps creaking a lot. Fucking chair. How I'm feeling and how things are progressing, and start setting goals and start going out more, start interacting with people more, start being more proactive in life, and to be more consistent with the streams of uploads because fuck who's supporting me. No one just blows up overnight, and I gotta get out my own fucking way. A lot of the things that I'm good at, I tend to talk myself out of. And I think Tamia kind of alluded to that with me the other day. She was like, "You're very smart and talented, but like you just keep telling yourself you can't, and so that's why you haven't." And so I'm gonna work on being, I guess, the goals I'm setting, and hopefully I make some progress by next month. Is being more positive, going out more, being more willing to express how I feel to my loved ones, being more in tune with my emotions, start to try to unload, the different things that are just on my mind and on my chest. I also got to start working on forgiveness of others because I find it very hard to forgive people once they've wronged me, and I don't want to be bitter. Like, I don't want to be a bitter person because it's not worth it. But I find myself being bitter and unable to let shit go. I gotta start just doing things for me and just start getting out of my way, start sleeping more, start sleeping on time, start fixing my eating habits, fixing my sleep schedule. I really just want to work on me because I need to get my shit together. I'm a mess. Um, so we're gonna be more active physically with the streamer shit. I'm gonna start going out more. I'm gonna start um, taking better care of myself and start to get my shit together because this hatred I have of myself and the unable to go anywhere and to just cooping myself up in this room, it's not really healthy. It's not healthy at all. Like, and I'm 22. Like, I gotta start getting shit done before it's, I don't want to say too late, but before it just, I'm stuck like this. Uh, I um I need to get my life together because there are people who you know are always telling me I can do it and I can get my shit together, and I don't want to prove them wrong. They're not wrong. It's just I gotta get out the way of myself. So for this month, I want to set a goal. This is July 7th, so around June 7th or that week. I said June, August 7th or the week of that week. I'll post an update video on how I'm doing. I'm gonna start going to the gym more and getting my body right. Being more positive, being nicer to people. I want to start just living life. Like I haven't really experienced life. I just like a corpse just shuffling along. I also want to start, expressing how I feel. I think I've said that already, but it's getting too much for me to just push to the side. Yeah, I just want to start having these discussions, even if it's here in these videos by myself or to you guys. It's really just me wanting to do better. And I don't want to have to struggle to get out of bed anymore. I don't want to struggle to interact with other people anymore. I don't want to struggle to walk around and smile and always be happy all the time. Even sometimes when I'm streaming, it's like I'll have a lot of energy one moment, and the next moment I'm just like that shouldn't even. I can't keep letting my past traumas and my past experiences impact how I move and interact today. Because I want to be happy. I want to be happy. And currently I'm not happy with myself and with my life. So I'm going to get myself together, get back out there. It's not going to be an immediate change, but I'm going to try. Because that's all we can do. I think I was watching the Game of 23 does his own little mental checks or whatever. And he was saying something. He said, all we can do is try as human beings. And so I'm going to try. More positivity, more being, open about my feelings, accepting my feelings, and not being so scared to trust other people and to interact with other people. And so this month I want to go out at least twice. I want to start just at least, even if it's like to just step outside my backyard and just chill, or just to go outside, touch some grass, hang out with my friends, because there are people who love and care for me, and me sitting here and withering away is not, it's a no bueno. So I'm gonna work on it. And if you guys, even people who know me, if you're struggling with something, you can always DM me. I'm always here to listen. I'm always here to be there. And it's weird because I'm always there for other people, but I'm struggling every day to just get out of bed. But if anyone of my friends know, you call me like, yo, whoop de whoop whoop, I'm there. I'm your guy. Like, oh, sorry, hold on. I'm not editing this either because it's not really that kind of video where I have to edit it. It's just me just off the top of my head. Hold on, I gotta call Tamia. Wake her up. Or not. I tried. So I'm gonna work on me this summer, as long as it takes. I ask that y'all be patient with me, because I am working on this, and it's not easy for me. So, you know how hard it is to admit I'm depressed? Like, damn, this is harder this is harder than I thought it was gonna be. Mostly because I'm not someone who's always talking about how I feel, like. So yeah, this is the video. So our goals, I think I'm gonna put them in the description. Go outside more. Start drinking more water. Healthier decisions. Healthy sleeping and eating habits. Alright. Hopefully we can make some progress this month. You guys have a great day. My links will be in the description. It's like 6, 7, 8 in the morning. So I'll talk to you guys next month. Well, in the next video, but in this regard, next month. Bye.